I became homeless a few times, actually. My first time, I was like 12 years old. I ran away. I thought it was going to be all it cracked out to be, you know, hanging out with friends, partying and stuff. But once you don't have another lifestyle to turn to, and that's like all you have, it's a lot different than what I thought it was going to be like.
Around when I was 14 years old, I noticed my mom was really getting into drugs and stuff. So, I don't know, I just started doing my own thing, going couch surfing, doing whatever. And if I even were to live with her, it'd be on the couch at her boyfriend's. I didn't have a room.
You have nowhere to go, you're in the cold. You think it's, like at first you think it's gonna be fun, but it's really not, because then you have like, there's no money for you to eat, then you're starving.
It wasn't really fun, like it was like, where am I gonna get my next meal, or where am I gonna sleep if there's rain or if it was cold?
I didn't have any other options, sleeping on the streets, and you know, I slept in Riverfront Park for the longest time. I remember one night it was -20, and my toes got frostbite.
I didn't really care, or I told myself I didn't care, and I just kicked it down here. I started living at Crosswalk.
We'll probably house about 100 kids in the shelter. We'll see about 1,000 different kids that come in, because we also have a school on site and a drop-in center, 3 meals a day, the clothing bank.
We usually go out every afternoon during the week, and we go downtown and try to connect with youth that are living on the streets. We have backpacks with us with hygiene supplies and socks, and during the winter we have hats and gloves, and we also have little resource books that are full of phone numbers for different resources related to where to get food, where to get clothing, housing, employment, counseling.
Our goal is to encourage them to make that choice, to go to school, and to get off the street, and look for work, be productive. And we'll talk to them however long they want us to. Sometimes we'll spend almost the whole day talking to just one kid.
These kids have been hurt. They have just never found any place that they belonged, that they were cared about, loved.
I think people assume that if they just would learn to do what they're supposed to do, they could all go home. We're seeing kids that this is second or third generation of chaos in family systems. These kids don't have a lot of healthy supports, and their family members didn't have healthy supports. And it's got to do with a lot of things, poverty and untreated and undiagnosed mental health and drug and alcohol. There's a series of causes for it, and it's an awfully big problem.
A lot of the kids on the streets don't have an alternative. They don't have somewhere to go.
Often adults have let them down in a number of different ways in terms of making choices for them that were dangerous or unsafe, or maybe not in their best interest in a number of ways.
We accept them and we help them find their strengths, and it's showing them that they are worth being cared about. And when they can feel that and they start to build those relationships with the volunteers, you really see a change in the kids that, hey, maybe I am worth something.
They showed me that they cared about me and my succession in life. It really meant a lot to me to see, honestly, how much effort they put into try to turn me around.
I think kids that have grown up without consistency and continuity and dependability in the adults in their worlds don't know how to trust or afraid to trust, because they're always looking for the next letdown or disappointment.
Because they've been so scared and hurt, and because they don't want to be hurt again, they're going to walk around and be very offensive. They want to create that wall so nobody can reach out and hurt them anymore.
They expect to be disappointed, they expect to be let down, and that certainly impacts how they view their worlds and how they feel about themselves.
You're used to doing things on your own, and you're not used to people supporting you or trying to help you. So you're not like you try and deny the help.
I think it is a societal investment. If we care about young people, then we have adults that are going to be functioning and adding to society and doing what we want to have in our world. But if we don't, then obviously the young people can't move ahead to do better in their lives.
We're all one community.
It's all about being together at the end, trying to help one another.
We have an obligation as citizens in this community to help everybody out.